Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
How was your week going?
It's going great, as always. Always great.
Did you get to go meet some clients in person this week?
Yeah, actually, I did. I met one for lunch just today.
Oh, good. Who bought?
I did. But, you know, it was good. That meant I could pick the location. So,
yeah. So right next to your house.
Pretty much, but not, not some crazy food. I could actually eat fairly healthy. So I like that.
Oh. Well, good. Good. Yeah. I know everyone's can't wait to see your picture of you in your Speedo.
Everyone loosely.
Everyone's sitting on the edge of their chair.
Thank you. Well, don't hold your breath, JB.
All
right. Today, I have a great topic. Okay. This actually springs from a client that we met a few months back, and they're a franchisee. Okay, so now this is for you business owners. You're a franchisee out there. And, you know, if you're a franchisee, most likely you're paying a royalty to your franchisor anywhere from 8 to 15 to 20%, right? So, yeah. And part of that money is supposed to be going towards marketing. Right. And so that online marketing, a lot of times, you know, is a big part, right? If you're part of a big franchise, you're like, okay, that those marketing dollars are being spread across every location. They're supporting my location. They're supposed to be helping me so I don't have to go out and spend my own money or more money on marketing. Right. So this podcast is basically how you as a franchisee can check 3 easy ways that you can check to make sure your franchisor is actually using the money you're giving them every month to actually market your business online so you get more customers. Okay.
Can I ask a clarifying question?
Sure.
Okay. So say like I own the Habit franchise.
Okay.
And, you know, I own, say, 4 locations in a territory.
All right.
And I'm paying the royalty fee to the franchisor. Are you saying that each one of these locations should get some kind of local search engine optimization to drive more business to my restaurants?
Yeah, 100%. Or, you know, more aptly is like you're a Molly Maid franchise, or you're a garage door repair company franchise, or an HVAC franchise. Okay. So that way you have a pretty big service area and no one else, you know, Habits. A Habit hamburger restaurant is awesome, but little different than probably the market for this podcast. So if you are, though, one of those home services franchises, you know, you are in one of these agreements where you're depending on that franchisor to be marketing for you, right? Or throughout your territory so that you're getting customers, right? That's sure. Who I want to make sure that, thanks for clarifying that. So first, number one thing you want to look for, and this is going to be a conversation with your franchisor or their marketing, their head of their marketing, or whoever like they've tasked with like the liaison between the franchisor and the franchisee. Okay. And that is, what are we doing about pay-per-click ads? Right. So if I'm paying, you know, thousands of dollars a month for my marketing, I want to see that part of that is going to be going towards pay-per-click ads. The reason is because you can target those ads outside of one city. And basically it's a kind of a benchmark. Are they doing anything? Right. So a lot of times the franchisor will say, yeah, we're doing pay-per-click ads, but they won't give you access to them. They'll say, you know, hey, we're taking care of it. if that's the case, then you want to dig a little deeper and say, what about for my specific location? What access can you get as the franchisee who's paying for this, right? What kind of access can you get to those, that platform, that Google Ads platform? You want to have as much access as possible. You want to be they want to be very transparent with you, because you want to make sure that those ads are actually running. You know, if you're a seasonal business, are they actually running the correct ads for that season? You know, if you're an HVAC contractor and they're running furnace ads in the summer, you know, that's probably, you know, you laugh, but I've seen that. And it as the franchisee, that can get really, really frustrating, right? You're paying all this money and then you're seeing ads for, you know, split level heater or something like that in the middle of July. So make sure that you get access, and then you want to see the metrics that they're running for that. So that's one way, right? That's an email that asks, hey, can I get access to this?
Able to ask a question?
Sure.
You might address this later, but what if you get no response, or you just get stared at when you ask about pay-per-click or local SEO, and they have no idea what you're even referring to? So I'm sure I think those later on.
Those days are gone, actually, Jamie.
What?
I mean,
they
do. Yeah, in my experience, most franchisors, they know that this is one service they can provide to their franchisees that the franchisees are going to be asking about. So this is generally, if they're not doing it, then you can always ask why. But you know, if they look at you and don't answer, then that's a bigger problem, right?
Okay. Not addressed in this podcast. Okay.
Yeah. You need to get on the phone with somebody and demand action, like that kind of stuff. All right.
And I'll say, sure, fees go up.
Let's hope not. Next thing, while you're writing that email, you want, or not, sorry, this is separate. You want to go to Google itself, and then you're going to type in Google page speed insights. And that'll take you to a page where then you're going to drop in your company, so your location's URL. So that's your URL. It could be whatever.com/mylocation. Now, what that site will do, it's free, so you can go there, just drop it in. It's going to spit out basically a grade of how fast your site is according to Google. It's going to give you a mobile version, how fast that is, and a desktop version. So it's going to give you a score from 1 to 100. 100 is awesome, and 1 is bad, bad, bad. Okay, so we've seen sites that are down around 10 out of 100 and 7 out of 100. These sites, basically, that's one indicator that your site is not fast. Google hates slow sites, so that means most likely that's an indicator that your site will not be ranking. So that's really important in the online world, because you always have competitors. So if your site is below, I'd say like 60 on both of those metrics, or either one, then that's an email to your franchisor to say, hey, what's up? We got it. You know, Adam told me that Google says that they don't like slow sites. So it's very much, it's a very real ranking factor. And Google has been threatening for a couple years now to say that if you are not taking speed into account, then they will deprecate your site results. And so that should be a wake-up call, all right, to everyone everyone having to do with this business.
Okay.
And it's easy to check. So, you know, if you have one common thing that slows down location websites is they'll put up a couple YouTube videos. They'll embed those on the page. And you're like, hey, great, it's a testimonial that no one ever clicks on, but it's on there. Except for the fact that when you do that, when you embed a YouTube video on a page, it's going to slow down that page. And your location page is basically the home page of your business. So that's bad, right? So slow speed equals bad ranking. Okay.
Makes sense. Yep.
All right. So that's easy to check. I wanted to make sure that we don't have too many crazy things that you'd have to do. All right. The third and last one. Next time you're around town, take out your mobile phone and search for your category. So you can search by doing incognito browser, opening one of those and then searching for your service. See what comes up, in your service area. Who comes up? Is it your competitor who outranks you with, they have 150 reviews and then you have 20 or 5? Can you even find your business on that? These are all really important things to check, and they can be very indicative of how much money and effort the franchisor is expending on your behalf. So if you can't find your business, or if you only have a few reviews while your competitors have tons more, these are really big red flags, really big. And they definitely should, get you thinking either to ask your franchisor to do a lot more for you, or for you to take the bull by the horns and start doing it yourself.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Because this is money, right? I mean, if you're listening to this and you've never gotten a call from somebody who said, I found you on Google, then that's a big red flag, right? That means your competitors, the one that you just found, by searching for your business while driving around town, they are investing money in this. And if you're not, there's a reason they are, right? It means phone calls, business. So if they are and you're not, that should be a red flag too, right?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. That was 3 easy ways.
All right.
Anyone can do this. Yeah.
Do you have any examples of franchisors that actually do a good job with this?
In my experience, any franchisor that works with us does this. So
any specific example? Maybe it doesn't work with you, but that you've seen that might.
No, because Jamie, I would have to go through and spend my time to do this. So I have not.
In your experience, like if you haven't seen any, then this is a much bigger problem, because that means it's 100%. And
I've seen franchises that they kind of half-ass this. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it is. The franchisor, weirdly, they're not in the same business as you are. If you're the franchisee, the franchisor is in the business of growing the franchise. That's very different than your goal, which is to grow your customer base.
So it sounds like if all the franchisors are terrible at this, and you value this as a franchisee, it would make sense that the franchisor get in contact with you to potentially improve their pay-per-click and their visibility and their Google rankings, rather than just wasting money on a company that's saying, yeah, great job, boss. I'm going on vacation. See you later.
Yeah.
And
a lot of times,
keep
Jamie,
those franchise fees going.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times, the people who are just like, this is our problem with college tuition, right? The people who are paying for this aren't in direct contact, right? For the person who's enjoying that service. Do you see that? The disconnect there is, as a franchisee, I'm paying my franchisor. The franchisor is getting pay-per-click ads for them, paid for. They want to grow the franchise. They might not necessarily, they say they want to grow the franchisee's business, but maybe they don't. I agree with you. I think that both of those are great goals, and they should guide the decisions for the online marketing. But yeah, so far in my life, I've met 0 franchisors who take this seriously. A lot of times the franchisors, they don't, they're not CPAs, right? They're in the business of whatever their business is. They're not online marketers.
Exactly. And that's why they, but if a franchisee, say there's one that owns 30 of the franchises, then they may have a bigger voice. So
yeah, if they're listening,
we'll leave it there. Yeah. And we'd love to hear, if you're in a franchise, what you are paying for your SEO. And if your franchisor has any idea what you're talking about, just even getting the report, I can't imagine they would release that by location.
Well, but those 3 things that I went through, those are 3 easy ways that as a franchisee you can check, and then you can bounce that back to the franchisor and say, WTF, bro, let's go. I got to be making money off of whatever advertising we are doing. So,
well, and it would definitely help the franchisor as well, because if the franchisee is doing well, then that attracts more franchisees. So
yeah, it does. It should work like that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Adam. That was really good information. And I would imagine anyone in our audience, if you do have a franchisor in your life, kindly send them this podcast, because this would be a great way that they could head off these questions and actually show a lot of value to their franchisees, that they're actually on top of this and helping them to get more business and maximize their marketing dollars. So if you do enjoy this podcast, kindly give us 5 stars, thumbs up, leave a 3-sentence review. That would be really helpful. And then also, of course, share this out to any of your other franchisees that are in the universe, because this is something they want to hear, because they're paying the same amount it's for that fee. Anyway. And then also, if you have a question about an upcoming podcast, go ahead and or a topic for podcasts, go to our website, magnifiedmedia.net, click on the podcast button, and then search for that topic. You'll probably have 2 or 3 choices. And then if there isn't one there, feel free to reach out to us on our local SEO in 10 LinkedIn page or Facebook page, and we will cover it in an upcoming episode. All right, Adam, we'll talk to you next week.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.